Now that I have all the insulation up in the Cabana house, it's time to start hanging some drywall. I'm pretty excited because I feel like this is a big step into making it look really finished. After running to the hardware store and picking up some drywall, it's time to offload it. At the store, they were able to use a forklift, but now I have to do it by hand. I bought this plastic handle to make it a little bit easier, and honestly, I would definitely recommend it if you're going to do drywalling by yourself. Lifting this definitely gave me an appreciation for how heavy drywall is and how annoying it is to wrangle into position on your own. I really didn't want to buy a drywall stand because I'm only doing a small project and I wouldn't have much use for it later on. In the previous video, I showed that I did a little bit of drywalling already. That's because I'm trying to install a mini split. This specific section needed some boards up so the mini split crew could put everything through the wall and have it properly placed. Something I learned while reading up on how to do drywall is that no one agrees on how to do drywall. Some people tell you to run the panels horizontally, some people say vertically. In my very limited experience, I had a lot more success running them vertically than doing the horizontal lay. You can see Davis was a big part of the project and had a lot of fun. Davis honestly got really good at filling screw holes and small divots, and he did a great job being diligent about it, which was pretty impressive for a 4-year-old. After getting the drywall hung, the next step is to tape and mud all the seams. Even though this isn't as heavy work as far as lifting, it took at least 3 times as long to do. Just by getting the drywall hung, the whole place is starting to look much more like a house than just a garage. It's pretty exciting to see it finally starting to come together. You can see here Davis is taking a little bit of break from helping and doesn't want me to interrupt his cartoon watching. There are a couple ways to do windows or drywall around window sills, and I decided to make a drywall windowsill. It was more just to see if I could do it and add to the fun projects. Here I'm clipping the tin or aluminum corners that go around so that you don't chip the drywall when you walk by and bang it with something. The taping and mudding of seams was definitely a family project. You can see Sarah here doing her very first seam, which turned out pretty good. Because I have no experience doing drywall or mudding, I tended to overuse the mud, which is a beginner mistake. This meant I had a lot of sanding to do. I decided to do wet sanding so I didn't leave dust all over the garage, which was a very, very slow process. A big advantage of wet sanding is that it doesn't leave a dusty mess everywhere, so we don't have to kind of close down the whole Cabana house until I'm done with the process. I can kind of do it piecemeal. Ultimately, though, I decided to buy a power sander because it was taking way too long. This thing is convenient because you can hook it to the vacuum and suck up the dust. It's too loud to get any good video of, so I didn't include any. In the end, I got the drywall up, the seams taped, and everything sanded. It might not be perfect, but it's going to be good enough for a garage.